What is an individual education plan?
So basically what it is, it should be looking at where your child is now, identifying strengths. We should start with celebrating strengths. Where the child is, where their interests lie. Our aim is to think about where we'd like them to be, and it's identifying targets appropriate to their needs at this time, and looking at strategies to implement them. Parents should have an active part in them, and we talked about how different ways, how sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. You were concerned they'd sort of done yours without you, and you hadn't even seen it, so we said we need to perhaps go back to school and say, have you got some targets in place? Please, can we see them? You should, in fact, you're meant to sign them off.
It should be signed.
In good practices, you should be at the meeting, if it's all possible. You know, it's nice you can get there and be there because you have a part to play. And there are often targets, not only the shared, but they're ones that you should be able to, certainly around children's communication, you can't, you know, that you should be doing, that you're all going to be doing together, you know, at home, at nursery. So the common targets that you're sharing, and strategies, might be using resources, might be involved with the professionals. You should tie into your targets, programs, speech and language therapy programs. If the child's additional needs, maybe other things from the OT or the physio, it should be all part of it. It should be shared with everybody. In a setting, in a nurse setting, all the carers should know about them, so they can all implement in their practice as well, so they should be shared. And they should review. I know you were saying termly, often in early years it's every 6 weeks. Every 6 weeks for little ones we do generally.
Yeah, and then also the responsibility is specified as well of who's got to, who's primarily responsible for enabling the child to meet those targets, so that the, like for instance, key worker, speech and language therapy, speech and language therapist or key worker. And if the parents involved, you know, you will be within that too, if there's work going home as well.
And we talked about the fact, whatever age they are, they don't have to be purely academic targets, and often they're not. They're about, might be about some academic things, but often about things about self-esteem or independence or confidence, social skills, which are key, as well as perhaps things around communication and maybe more academic type targets.